Hello students, welcome to my Digi Classrooms powered by A1 Toppers Academy Code Kapura. So today we are going to start with the NCERT solutions of chapter 1 chemical reactions and equations. Okay, so your first question is which of the following statements about the reaction are incorrect? So इस क्वेश्चन में हमें बताना है कि कौन सी स्टेटमेंट्स इनकरेक्ट हैं. हमें यहाँ पे रिएक्शन गिवन है 2PbO लेड ऑक्साइड जब कार्बन से रिएक्ट करता है तो वो मिलके क्या बना रहा है लेड प्लस कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड. तो हमें 4 ऑप्शंस गिवन है. फर्स्ट ऑप्शन है लेड इज गेटिंग रिड्यूस्ड, कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड इज गेटिंग ऑक्सीडाइज्ड, कार्बन इज गेटिंग ऑक्सीडाइज्ड, लेड ऑक्साइड इज गेटिंग रिड्यूस्ड. तो डियर स्टूडेंट्स आप इस रिएक्शन में देख रहे हैं लेड ऑक्साइड लेड में कन्वर्ट हुआ है बाय लॉस ऑफ ऑक्सीजन. अगर उसने ऑक्सीजन का लॉस किया है तो इट मींस ये रिडक्शन प्रोसेस है. तो लेड ऑक्साइड रिड्यूस हुआ है ना कि लेड रिड्यूस हुआ है. तो ऑप्शन फर्स्ट इज रॉन्ग. नाउ अगर हम देखें तो कार्बन ने ऑक्सीजन को गेन किया और कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड बनाया. इसमें कार्बन ऑक्सीडाइज हुआ है ना कि कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड ऑक्सीडाइज हुआ है. तो सेकंड पॉइंट इज आल्सो रॉन्ग. थर्ड is carbon is getting oxidized, it's correct. Lead oxide is getting reduced, it's correct. So which option is correct? Option first is correct. First and second statement are both incorrect. तो option A correct होगा इसमें. तो आपको रीजन भी गिवन है, आप पढ़ सकते हैं. सेकंड क्वेश्चन है Fe2O3 plus 2Al it forms Al2O3 plus 2Fe. तो हमें बताना है which of the following reaction is example of. तो आप यहां से देख पा रहे हैं ये कौन सी एग्जांपल है. इट्स एग्जांपल ऑफ डिस्प्लेसमेंट रिएक्शन. एल्यूमिनियम इज मोर रिएक्टिव देन आयरन, सो वो क्या कर रहा है आयरन को डिस्प्लेस कर रहा है एंड वो बना रहा है एल्यूमिनियम ऑक्साइड प्लस आयरन को वो डिस्प्लेस कर रहा है. तो इट्स अ डिस्प्लेसमेंट रिएक्शन. थर्ड क्वेश्चन what happens when dilute hydrochloric acid is added to the iron fillings. तो हमें बताना है जब हम डाइल्यूट हाइड्रोक्लोरिक एसिड को आयरन फिलिंग्स में ऐड करेंगे तो क्या होगा. करेक्ट आंसर क्या होगा. तो डियर स्टूडेंट्स यहाँ पे बेसिकली जब हम हाइड्रोक्लोरिक एसिड और आयरन को रिएक्ट करवा रहे हैं तो मेटल और एसिड की रिएक्शन है तो हाइड्रोजन गैस रिलीज होगी. तो हम यहाँ पे क्या बताएंगे हाइड्रोजन गैस एंड आयरन क्लोराइड इज प्रोड्यूस. सो ऑप्शन ए इज करेक्ट. रिएक्शन इज आल्सो गिवन हियर. Fourth question, what is balanced chemical equation? Balanced chemical equation क्या होती है? It is a equation in which number of atoms of each element is equal to the number of atoms both on the reactant side as well as on the product side. जब number of atoms each element के equal होंगे both reactant और product side पे तो उस equation को हम क्या बोलेंगे balanced chemical equation. Like equation is given here, nitrogen gas when react with the hydrogen gas, 3 moles of hydrogen gas, it forms 2 moles of ammonia. So here number of atoms of both nitrogen and hydrogen are same on the reactant and product side. So this equation is a balanced chemical equation. Now fifth, translate the following equations into chemical equations, following statements into chemical equations and then balance them. तो हमारे को कुछ statements given है. जैसे first है hydrogen gas when combined with the nitrogen to form ammonia. So answer for this is 3H2 plus N2 give rise to form 2NH3. हाइड्रोजन गैस प्लस नाइट्रोजन गैस give rise to form ammonia. तो इसको हमने ट्रांसलेट किया. क्लियर. तो बैलेंस्ड केमिकल इक्वेशन है और हमें इसको मोर इंफॉर्मेटिव बनाने के लिए इसकी स्टेट को भी रिप्रेजेंट किया. अगर गैसियस है तो हमने बताया कि विच वन इज अ गैसियस. सेकंड है हाइड्रोजन सल्फाइड गैस बर्न्स to give water and sulfur dioxide. तो इसमें हाइड्रोजन सल्फाइड गैस का जो फॉर्मूला होता है दैट इज H2S. जब हम उसको बर्न कर रहे हैं दैट इज इन द प्रेजेंस ऑफ ऑक्सीजन, व्हाट डज इट गिव्स? इट गिव्स अस वाटर एंड सल्फर डाइऑक्साइड. तो वाटर का फॉर्मूला इज व्हाट H2O, सल्फर डाइऑक्साइड इज व्हाट SO2. तो हम लोगों ने यहाँ पे बैलेंस्ड इक्वेशन बनाई है. तो आपके सामने इक्वेशन है 2H2S gaseous form plus 3O2 gaseous form. It gives rise to form water 2H2O plus 2SO2. Third is barium chloride reacts with aluminium sulfate to give aluminium chloride and a precipitate of barium sulfate. It is a double displacement reaction. Exchange of ions takes place. 3BaCl2 plus Al2SO4. So यहाँ पे there is some problem here. So please note it, Al2SO4, it's in aqueous form. So they both react, and exchange of ions takes place. What does it form? It forms 2AlCl3 plus 3BaSO4. So it's a precipitate. So PPT is written here, or we can even put downward arrow. Fourth, potassium metal reacts with water to give potassium hydroxide and hydrogen gas. Potassium metal 2K plus 2H2O, it forms potassium hydroxide. Metals, when react with water, it forms metal hydroxide plus releases hydrogen gas, 2KOH plus H2. Balance the equations. So dear students, इसमें हमने balance करना है by hit and trial method. So answers are given here. HNO3 plus CaOH whole twice give rise to form CaNO3 whole twice plus H2O. तो हम balance करेंगे. Here is a one hydrogen, here it is two hydrogen. So we will put 2 in the front of HNO3 by hit and trial method. So equations are balanced here. You may note all the answers, and after that you check is number of reactant and product are equal or not. Sodium hydroxide plus sulfuric acid, it forms sodium sulfate and water. Here 2 comes in the front of NaOH and 2 comes in the front of H2O. Sodium chloride plus silver nitrate. Silver chloride plus sodium nitrate, it forms a product. What type of reaction is it? It is double displacement. It is already balanced. What about the fourth reaction? BaCl2 plus H2SO4, it forms BaSO4 plus HCl. So after balancing, 2 comes in the front of HCl. Seventh, write the balanced chemical equations for the following reactions. Calcium hydroxide plus carbon dioxide, it forms calcium carbonate and water. CaOH whole twice plus CO2 give rise to form CaCO3 plus H2O. So this is the answer. Calcium hydroxide plus carbon dioxide, it forms calcium carbonate. As we have done while the testing of carbon dioxide gas, what we have to do? We have to pass carbon dioxide gas from the lime water. If the lime water turns milky, then we come to know about that the gas is a carbon dioxide. So इसमें भी वही reaction है. B option, zinc plus silver nitrate give rise to form zinc nitrate plus silver. Zinc Zn plus silver nitrate, 2AgNO3. What does it form? Zinc nitrate, ZnNO3 whole twice plus silver, 2Ag. Third reaction, aluminium plus copper sulfate, it forms aluminium chloride plus copper, 2Al plus 3CuCl2. It forms AlCl3 plus Cu, 3Cu. Next is barium chloride plus sodium sulfate. Give rise to form barium sulfate plus sodium chloride. BaCl2 plus K2SO4. Sodium sulfate. Sorry, it's not sodium sulfate, it's potassium sulfate. It forms barium sulfate plus potassium chloride. Next, eighth question. We have to write the balanced equations. Potassium bromide, formula is KBr. Barium iodide, BaI2. It forms potassium iodide and barium bromide. Reaction is given here. 2 KBr plus BaI2. It forms 2 Ki plus BaBr2. It is a double displacement process. Zinc carbonate give rise to form zinc oxide plus carbon dioxide. It is a decomposition reaction. ZnCO3 give rise to form ZnO plus CO2. Next, hydrogen plus chlorine gas, it forms hydrogen chloride. H2 plus Cl2, it forms 2HCl. It is a combination process. Magnesium plus hydrochloric acid, it forms magnesium chloride plus hydrogen gas. Mg plus 2HCl, it forms MgCl2 plus H2. Next, what do you mean by exothermic and endothermic reaction? As we have done, exothermic reactions are those reactions in which heat is released out or given out to the surroundings. It is called as exothermic reaction. What about the endothermic reactions? Endothermic reactions are those reactions in which heat is absorbed. It is called as endothermic reactions. So here is an example of endothermic reaction. 2AgCl, it absorbs the sunlight and it converts into 2Ag plus Cl2. It is an example of exothermic process. Glucose plus oxygen, the respiration process. It gives us carbon dioxide plus water plus energy to our body. Next, why is respiration considered as an exothermic process? तो हम क्या बताएंगे dear students? We eat food such as rice, potato, bread, जो भी हम खाते हैं, तो हमारे food में क्या होता है? It contains starch. On digestion, it breaks down into glucose. When we respire, the air we breathe or while respiration, oxygen reacts with glucose and it oxidizes the glucose. It changes into three useful products. That is carbon dioxide, which we release out while exhalation, and water, plus it gives us a lot of energy, which we use in our daily exercises or we use in our daily workouts. So that is why respiration is considered as an exothermic process. Next, why are decomposition reaction called as an opposite of combination reaction? Because in the decomposition reactions, the compound breaks to form two or more substances. While in the combination reaction, a single product is formed from two or more reactants. Thus, decomposition reaction is exactly the opposite of combination reaction. So in this reaction, water, when electrolyzed, it changes into hydrogen gas plus oxygen gas. So it's a reversible process. When hydrogen gas plus oxygen gas combine, it forms water again. So this is a decomposition and this is a combination. Next, write one equation each for decomposition reaction where energy is supplied in the form of heat, light or electricity. So decomposition reaction which occurs in the presence of heat is called as a thermal decomposition. And example is given here, ferrous sulfate. When we heated it, it changes into three things. That is ferric oxide, Fe2O3, sulfur dioxide, SO2 plus sulfur oxide, trioxide, SO3. When decomposition happens in the presence of light, it is called as photolytic decomposition. There are two examples given here, silver chloride and silver bromide. In the presence of sunlight, it changes into silver and releases chlorine gas as well as bromine gas. Decomposition reaction which occurs in the presence of electricity is called as electrolytic decomposition. Here is the decomposition given for aluminium oxide. In the presence of electricity, it changes into aluminium and oxygen gas. Question number 13, what is the difference between displacement and double displacement reaction? We have to give equations for these two reactions. Displacement reaction. Displacement reaction is a reaction in which a highly reactive metal reacts with a least reactive metal compound or a compound of any element. It displaces it. For example, CuSO4 when reacts with a zinc, as zinc is more reactive than Cu, so it displaces copper from the copper sulfate solution. It forms ZnSO4 plus Cu. Double displacement reaction क्या होती है? It is a reaction in which two compounds react with each other and exchange of ions takes place. So this process is called as double displacement reaction. So reaction is given here, Na2SO4 plus BaCl2. When these two compounds react with each other, it forms BaSO4 plus NaCl. Question number 14. In the refining of silver, the recovery of silver from the silver nitrate solution involves displacement by copper metal. So why? Because copper is more reactive than silver, so it displaces silver from the silver nitrate solution. So from this we will get pure silver, or we will get refined silver. So 2AgNO3 plus Cu, it forms CuNO3 whole twice plus 2Ag. Question number 15. What do we mean by word precipitation reaction? A reaction in which insoluble solid called precipitate is formed after the reaction. It is called as precipitation reaction. For example, sodium carbonate, when reacts with calcium chloride, it forms calcium carbonate and sodium chloride. So in this reaction, calcium carbonate is a precipitate. There is one more reaction given here, sodium sulfate, when reacts with barium chloride, it forms barium sulfate plus sodium chloride. Here, barium sulfate is a precipitate. It is obtained in the form of powdery-like substance. It is an insoluble solid. Question number 16. Explain the following in the terms of gain or loss of oxygen with two examples each. As we know that oxidation is a process in which gain of oxygen takes place or either loss of hydrogen takes place. So oxidation के हम क्या example देंगे? CO2 plus H2. It gives rise to form CO plus H2O. कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड जब हाइड्रोजन गैस से रिएक्ट करती है तो इट फॉर्म कार्बन मोनोऑक्साइड एंड वाटर. सेकेंड एग्जांपल 2Cu, कॉपर जब ऑक्सीजन से रिएक्ट करती है इट फॉर्म कॉपर ऑक्साइड. तो अभी आप क्या देख रहे हैं यहाँ पे, H2 ने ऑक्सीजन को गेन किया है, इट्स ऑक्सीडेशन प्रोसेस. कॉपर ने ऑक्सीजन को गेन किया है, इट्स ऑक्सीडेशन प्रोसेस. And reduction is what? Reduction is a process in which either gain of hydrogen or loss of oxygen takes place. So CO2 plus H2, it forms CO plus H2O. Here oxygen is given out and it is a reduction process. CuO plus H2, it forms Cu plus H2O. Oxygen is given out. It's a reduction process. So these are the two examples. Question number 17. A shiny brown color element X on heating in air becomes black in color. Name the element X and the black color compound formed. Here black colored compound जो था वो copper oxide है और जो brown colored element है that is copper. So copper in the presence of oxygen O2, it forms 2CuO, copper oxide. Why do we apply paints on the iron articles? Because we have to protect them from being rusting. So this is a reaction Fe plus O2 plus H2O. It forms hydrated iron oxide, which is the formula of rust. So paint क्या करता है? Iron articles are painted because it prevents them from being rusting. When painted, the contact of iron articles from the moisture and the air is cut off. Oils and fats containing food items are flushed with nitrogen because nitrogen prevents food items from being rancid. So it is an inert gas and do not easily react with the substances. So bags used in the packing of these type of food items are flushed with the nitrogen gas to remove the oxygen inside the pack. So when oxygen is not present inside the pack, rancidity of oils and fats containing food item is avoided. Question number 20. Explain the following terms with one example each. Corrosion and rancidity. Corrosion is defined as the process where material, usually metals, degrades after being reaction with air, moisture and chemicals. Example, iron, when it reacts with oxygen in the presence of water, moisture, it forms hydrated iron oxide. So it is called as rust. Second, what is rancidity? It is a process of oxidation of fats and oils that can be easily noticed by the change in taste and the smell. For example, the taste and the smell of butter changes when kept for a long time. So we can avoid rancidity by storing the food in airtight containers, storing food in refrigerators, adding antioxidant, storing food in an environment of nitrogen. So thanks for watching this.